What's up, guys? Pix here, bringing you another FUT Champions hybrid squad builder. And in goal, we have Handanovic, who is just a very good keeper at times, but at other times, he's pretty bad. He's very inconsistent, which is the one main issue I have with him, because when he's on form, he's one of the best keepers in the game. But when he's not, he just lets in everything, can't make a single save. But he is capable of making some incredible reflex saves, as you see there. I mean, he's very tall, he has great all-around stats. But like I said, the inconsistency at times does let him down, but he's capable of amazing things, and he's still a great keeper. But you do have other options that you could go for. I mean, you could do Thiago Silva as one of the center backs and do Areola or Trap in goal if you don't like Handanovic. But I do recommend giving him a try, because I know for a lot of people he is one of the preferred keepers in the game, and keepers are very subjective on this game. I mean, you can't really give a keeper a sure rating and tell somebody not to buy them, because every keeper is different for everybody, it seems. But the two center backs, we have David Luiz and Miranda, two amazing center backs on this game. I mean, David Luiz is just one of the most overpowered center backs on every FIFA, but this is by far the best year for David Luiz for me ever. He's fast. He somehow just makes the most incredible tackles with 82 defending. I wouldn't expect him to do a lot of things he does. He has great aerial presence, as he scored me a goal. He has good ball control, great passing. He's awesome. And Miranda, he's just a solid defender. He's fast, great in the air, and his tackling is top-notch, barely misses a beat at the back. And then two fullbacks, we have Danilo and we have Wendell. I think Wendell's pretty overpowered. I put a Sentinel chemistry style on him mainly because I wanted to get that physical and that defending up, and it showed in game. He did a really nice job, just a nice all-around card, offers a lot going forward as well, and he's always back when I need him to be there, and I liked him overall. Very good left back. And Danilo is actually probably my favorite Brazilian right back on the game now. I was actually surprised, because you could go for Bruno Perez, but I'm not a huge fan of him defensively. I don't think he offers too much. He's like Bellerin for me, where he comes forward, he leaves his side open a lot, and doesn't really do too much defensively. And Dani Alves, the high-low work rate doesn't look too great for FUT Champions. But Danilo, he's well-rounded, he has some physicality to him, he has good defending, and he's fast-ish. He's fast enough, I think, for the right-back position. He's not slow whatsoever. And with the anchor chemistry style, he is a perfect right-back. And then we have Fernandinho, Muller, and Vidal as our three center mids. Fernandinho is just Mr. Consistent. He completes passes, he links up play, he makes tackles, interceptions, he breaks up play. He pretty much does a bit of everything for your team, but just on this team he didn't score me any goals. But that's not really what I expect him to do for me. When he does, he does. If he doesn't, it's not really a big deal. And then Muller, you might think that he doesn't look great as a center mid, but I think this is probably the best place to play him. Right dead center in the middle of the park with the high work rates. He gets up and down the pitch. He makes a surprising amount of tackles and interceptions, which is great. And his positioning allows him to just scoop up a lot of rebounds, score jammy goals. And he was also a threat off of corners. He scored me 2 corner goals. And I thought overall, there's just something about him that just made me love him as a center mid. He did such a good job. He has a really nice short pass on him. He links up play extremely well. And when he makes a run forward and he gets himself in front of goal, he's going to put most chances away with his incredible finishing. Overall, he was an awesome player. And then Vidal, he's pretty much the exact same player as Nainggolan. There's no differentiating these two. They're the exact same player. The one big difference, though, is that Vidal is actually really good in the air. He has surprisingly good jumping. I think he has like 81 or 82 jumping, and same goes for his heading accuracy. So he does get up to those headers, and he wins a lot of headers in the midfield, which is awesome. He's very aggressive in his interceptions, his overall tackling, incredible. He had a really nice pass on him, long passing and short passing. He's also decent on the ball. Dribbling is not bad whatsoever, and pretty much the most complete midfielder you can pick up on the game. He's essentially the same player as Nainggolan, so if you love Nainggolan, you will love Vidal, but he's like double the price, so it's up to if you want to spend that amount of coins. You could also go for Renato Sanchez if you want for the cheaper alternative, even Thiago if you want more of a creative midfielder there. It's really up to you at the end of the day. But then we have Mkhitaryan at the right forward position, and I wasn't really sure what to expect out of him, because he's not exactly fast. His shot didn't necessarily look great. His passing was pretty decent looking. Like, he looked sort of like a slower version of Willian on card. But I was very, very pleasantly surprised by this card, because he was one of the better players on the team overall. I found there was just so much to love about this card overall. The high work rates was like the one thing I was super skeptical about. Because I thought it would bring him out of position and he would just get up and down the pitch and wouldn't have the stamina to keep up. but that was not the case whatsoever. He was always where I wanted him to be. He's always creating plays with his amazing dribbling, making runs forward, getting himself into great positions. When he wasn't scoring goals, he was getting assists and just creating chances time after time. And when I say great dribbling, I mean amazing dribbling. He's so great on the ball. He's extremely agile. He felt very quick as well. For the 83 pace on card, I'd say he felt around like 86, 87 pace. His shooting is very good with the 5-star weak foot. You can choose whether to shoot cross goal or cut inside. It doesn't really matter. And his overall range of passing was awesome. He was a great player. And then Reus at the left forward position, one of my favorite players on this game once again, and definitely my favorite left winger slash left forward that I have used. He is just so deadly. Once you get it onto that right foot, it's like 90% of the time it's going to go in. And look at that for an overhead kick there. What a beautiful goal that was from Reus. And that's just the tip of the iceberg there for what Reus can offer you. His pace, he's absolutely rapid. You'll see for a couple of clips here where I just run through my opponent's defense with ease and then just finesse it in with that right foot. Like, his right foot is just magic. Get it on that foot, bang it from range or finesse it, it doesn't matter. It's going to go in the top corner or bottom corner, and you'll get a goal there. Reus he's just one of the easiest players to score with once you get it onto that stronger foot. It's just almost unfair at times how easy it is. But not just that, I mean, his dribbling to get himself into those positions, as you saw right there, the quick speed dribbling to get himself into space, and then the amazing finish there. Such a great finisher. He's also a great set piece taker. So with Reus on your team, you have a great corner taker and a great free kick taker as well. So you can just have that guy you can rely on to take all your set pieces. His overall passing abilities, playmaking abilities, he scores goals, but he can set them up just as well. Reus is he's just incredible. The one complaint I can really have about Reus is at times his stamina would let him down in like around the 70th minute, around like 65th, 70th minute. He would get a little bit tired, and obviously once you lose stamina you start to slow down a bit, so he wasn't able to outpace and just be a complete speed demon like he was like the first half of the game. So that was a bit of a problem, and obviously he's not necessarily known for his strength, so that could be a problem at times where he'd be knocked off the ball a little easier than you'd expect or than you'd hope for. But those minor complaints are the only ones I can really think of for Reus. Other than that, absolutely perfect player. And then at striker, we have a player that I'm very excited to show you guys here. And I'll show you a quick little clip to sort of explain how I was able to obtain this player. I actually packed Ibra in that free 125k pack that EA gave to certain people. So he's untradeable, but just the fact that I have an Ibra in my club now is just amazing, coupled with the fact that he is absolutely incredible on this game. Like, honestly, I would consider Ibra a top 3 striker for me on the game, possibly even my new favorite. He is so good. He's not perfect. He's absolutely not a perfect striker, but what he has is just the most ridiculous shot on the game. With his right foot or even his left foot. Like, I bang shots in with both feet from just the most ridiculous ranges, and he puts them in places where the keepers just cannot get it, with power that I just haven't seen from any other player on this game. So his shooting is ridiculous. He is 6'5", so naturally he's gonna have some sort of aerial presence off of corners. He scored me like 3 or 4 corner headers and with that near post corner technique, so he's definitely a great striker to have if you like to abuse that. Although off of crosses, he didn't really have much of a presence there. He seemed to be very lazy when it comes to attacking headers off of crosses. I thought just because he was 6'5" that he would get to most headers, but he didn't really get to many whatsoever. That was also down to his positioning being a little inconsistent. There were times where he would get himself into perfect positions, and then next thing I would know, I would be getting down that wing, expecting him to be in the box ready for a header, and he would be in the midfield, just chilling, just having a little break, just bulling in the midfield a little bit, which didn't happen often, but it happened in situations where I could probably have an easy goal if he was actually in position. But other than that, there's not really a huge complaint I have with him. I guess maybe his balance would let his strength down a bit. I mean, the fact that he's Ibra, he's one of the strongest players on the entire game. There were times where he would get knocked off the ball very easily down to his, not because of his strength, but his balance, where he would just lose his balance and get his ass knocked over. But other than that, He is incredible. His dribbling, he is so nimble, like so incredibly agile and nimble for a player who's 6'5". Like you would not think that you're playing with a 6'5" player when you play with this dude and just dribble with him. The LTRT dribbling, you saw in a few clips earlier where he just dribbles in between just multiple players and just puts the ball away. He's a fantastic finisher inside and outside the box. His finesse shot, it's okay, but just power it home with him, and that's where you'll get most success with his shooting. Also his hold up play, when you pass the ball on to him, just shield with him and allow other players to run on through. If you're not planning on scoring with him, he can definitely get you assists because his overall range of passing is so good. I was very impressed with his passing overall, with his short passing and also his long passing. He played some incredible passes to some of his teammates, and that's just what Ibra offers. He offers a big, huge unit that can just bang it from range, and if you're not going to be scoring goals with him, if you notice that he's not making the runs into the box to get in those goal scoring positions, you can just use him as a playmaker. He's got that versatility. He's a big, huge, brooding striker, but he has the technicality to him. He has the dribbling, he has the passing, and he just offers you a bit of everything. He is the complete package of a striker. The only thing he doesn't offer you, of course, is the pace. But when he makes up for it with the strength and the dribbling and the incredible shooting and just everything else, it almost makes his pace not even a factor. It doesn't even matter. If he was a little faster, of course, that would be awesome. But the fact that he doesn't have much pace doesn't matter. He is just incredible. One of my favorite players on this game. Definitely a top 3 striker, if not my favorite. And I would definitely recommend picking this team up if you have the coins for it. I know it is very expensive, and the only reason I was able to afford it is because I packed him. But if you were lucky enough to pack Ibra, or if you have the coins to pick this team up, I would definitely recommend it. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and have a nice day.